Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the steps to enable the Open Policy Agent on the Tyk Dashboard. Before we begin, there are a few prerequisites that you need to be aware of. First, you need to have a Tyk on-premises installation, version 3.2 or higher. This is because we introduced the Open Policy Agent, the support for Open Policy Agent in our version 3.2. Second, you need to have a license key with RBAC enabled. RBAC is role-based access control. And third, you need to have admin access to the Tyk dashboard. With all of these three things in place, we can now look at how we can enable Open Policy Agent on the Tyk dashboard. So this is my current installation of Tyk. This is the Tyk dashboard. I have a local installation of the Tyk dashboard at the moment. This is version 3.2, as you can see on top here. And I've got the necessary license key and admin access that is required for me to get started. So with all of that in place, let's move on to the next step. To enable OPA, we need to look at our tykanalytics.conf file. So this can be available in different locations depending on your installation. If you're using the Tyk Pro Docker demo, this file is going to be available under the confs folder. I have a Tyk demo installation, which is slightly more elaborate installation. So for me, I have this under deployments, Tyk, and volumes. Under volumes, I've got the Tyk dashboard, and within the dashboard, I've got the tykanalytics.conf. So this is essentially what controls the configuration of the dashboard as well. In order to make the required changes, we're going to be scrolling all the way to the bottom of this configuration file. And here, I'm going to be adding on a couple of things, starting off with a security object, which will further host my open policy object. And this is going to be, it's going to have two flags. One is called enabled, which essentially toggles my Open Policy Agent on. So I'm going to be setting that to true. And finally, I'm going to have enable API set to true as well. This is going to enable the Open Policy Agent API for making or creating any custom rules that we're going to be doing. With that in place, I'm going to save this and head on over to my terminal. Here, I'm going to be looking at my currently running containers. In order to do that, I'm going to be using Docker PS, and that's going to give me all of the different containers. So my setup has my dashboard, my gateways, my pump, and Redis. So entirely, all of my installations are running in different Docker containers at the moment. What I need to do right now is to just restart my dashboard container. So in order for me to do that, I'm just going to type in Docker restart, and I need the container ID of the one with the Tyk dashboard. I'm just going to set that in. And there you have it. I've now restarted it. So if I now go back to my Tyk installation and hit refresh, I'll see that my policy agent is now available right at the bottom. Now, you may not see this right away. And if you don't, then you need to just press Command-Shift-T, which essentially toggles the view of the Open Policy Agent. And you will see all of the different rules that have already been made available by default. And you can obviously make any changes that you need at this point. So there you have it. You now have the Open Policy Agent enabled on your Tyk dashboard. So with that, we come to the end of this video. If you would like to find out more about the Open Policy Agent, do head on over to our other video, which explains a few different scenarios where or why you should be using the Open Policy Agent, or how you can make use of Open Policy Agent. And if you would like to find out more about configuration, then you head on over to our documentation. Links to both of which will be available in the description of this video. Thank you for listening. See you next time.